Trying to do this as best as I can right now. Um, what? That might be good. I might just keep it as that. What's up, Anthony? Yo, we got a cooking stream today. Let's go, baby. First ever cooking stream. Today, we're, like, as you see in the title, we're making 11 bean soup. So this is our mix right here. And our ingredients are obviously the beans and the seasoning in there. But we also have smoked ham hock. Get right here, smoked ham hock. What else we got? We got kibasi here too. We're putting some kibasi in it, and then we're also putting some chicken in it too. I think this, I think this is gonna be fire soup, man. Touch the stove with your hand. Well, I am right now, and it's not that hot because it's not on. So yeah, there you go. I'm touching the stove with my hand. See, not that hot. Not that hot. See? Not that hot. I'm built different, that's why. So I just have to get one more ingredient. I'll be right back. We're also putting in some whole peeled plums in there too. Senta whole peeled plums. And I think that's it for our ingredients. Hold on. I think I'm missing like two things. Alright, I gotta get the celery and I gotta get some garlic and some salt. Garlic. And then and then we also have to cut up this green bell pepper too. So where is it? Sorry, I gotta look at the list again. Ah, that's right. On here it says 2 large onions chopped. I mean, I'm gonna assume they mean like white onions because it just doesn't specify. So I'm just gonna do that instead. Um, but it also asks to pour in 12 cups of water. I did that already. As you can see, it's inside my pot here. And we're just gonna start. I think we're gonna start by putting the ham hock in. It asks to put the whole ham hock in as a whole first, and then it also says also said put beans in there. So, all right, we're gonna do that first. So I got my beans here. I'm just gonna slightly open this up. Just gotta do this off camera here. Maybe I can do this right here. Gotta do this, and then I gotta take the seasoning packet out, which is like right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on. Yeah, so that's our seasoning packet. Kind of like I'm bringing the light here. It kind of like looks kind of funny. Kind of looks like weed, but we're not putting weed in this. Man, that's a lot of beans. It's a lot of beans. Alright. So put our beans in now. I can already tell this soup is going to be fire. I'm gonna throw this out. There you go. Bit better of a view. Damn, 8 people viewing this already? That's kind of fire. Make sure you guys like this video and make sure to subscribe. Alright. Place beans with ham hock. Alright, so now I gotta open up this package of ham hock. I just like that name, hock, ham hock. Kids, make sure you're safe at home. I'm using a knife, but make sure you cut your food safely. Should I do this on stream? Maybe I should try to do it on stream. I'm trying to cut this open right now. Oh boy. This looks a little dangerous. Don't worry, I'm a professional. That's what professionals do. So we got a smoked ham hock here. Man, that smells good. That smells really good. Sweet. I guess we lower in like this. It's got like its twine already attached to it, which is nice. But it's possible. Oh, there we go. I can rip this thing out, I think. Ah, there we go. There we go. So, got the twine out. And now we're just going to put this in there, like it said. Oh. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands real quick. Alright, and yes, I did wash my hands before the stream. Alright, everyone, so calm down. So, just put the ham hock in there. As you can see, I put it in the middle, and then all the beans are surrounding it. The water looks a little cloudy, that's just from the ham hock. That's just the grease from the ham hock, but it asks us to put this on the stove and leave it at a simmer. Yeah, bring to simmer, cover, and cook on low for 3 hours. So I think if it's gonna take that long, I'm gonna cut stream and then I'll bring stream back up for like a part 2 or something of the ham hock. But we're gonna turn this on. Oh, wrong stove. Alright. So, but as we wait for that to come to a simmer, I think we're gonna start cutting up everything else as we wait for that. I'll do another stream, just like later on, like 3 hours later, because it said it's gonna take that long. So I am gonna start probably cutting up the vegetables first. I only have to do this, and then I also have to do 2 large white onions. These 2 large onions here. So I'm gonna do that. And then what else? Garlic is easy to chop up. That's easy to dice up. And then we need salt too. Salt. I'll get that last. And our tomatoes are here. So all right, let's do this then. I'm gonna put this away. Got my cutting board out. I'm gonna move all my vegetables to one side, all my meat to the other side. Keep it separate for now. And alright, I'm gonna get a mount from my phone so you guys can watch me dice up these vegetables professionally. Alright, I think this is the best way on doing it. Can everyone see that well? Like if I hold it down to here, will everyone see it? I don't have a good angle. Ah, this is the other knife. Alright, we got a big knife here, and then I think right away I think we might let's take the sweatshirt off. I kind of want to start with the onions first. But let's get started with the onions first. Let me mount this up a little bit higher so that everyone can see. So I think it looks good. Does this look good for you guys? Like if I cut it like right here? Does it look good, everyone? I hope so. Alright, I'm gonna start by cutting down the middle here first, I think. Let me cut off the edges. And then I'm gonna start peeling away this outer layer here. Oh gosh, I always hate to do this part. There we go. I'm just gonna throw this stuff out. And then I think I'm just gonna break this skin off first on this other one. Alright. I gotta see how good this one is. It looks like it's been sitting for a little bit, but you know what? Is there a better onion? I got a better onion here. I'll use this one. This one looks like it's kind of gone bad. That one just didn't feel right, but this one's definitely a lot better. Just gonna cut off the end on this side here. Yeah, this one's definitely a lot better. I'm just gonna peel away at this one too. Alright, so we got our 2 large white onions here. And now we got our celery. So leave these off to the side for a second. Got our celery. I'm gonna go rinse it off. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna also rinse off these onions too. Gotta make sure there's no dirt or even bugs inside the celery. Make sure it's all rinsed off with some cold water. And now the onions. Alright, now going back to the cutting board. Got our onions. Got our celery. And now with the celery, I'm going to cut it off the end right here. Cut that off. This just can get thrown away. And now, for this part, celery is like, it's not that bad to cut. It's pretty easy to dice this up to like good bite-sized pieces, but you just want to cut off the ends like right like about here. Cut that off. Keep them off to the side or just throw them away really. And the leaves on celery, it's completely fine if you leave it in the soup. There's nothing bad about it. Just like as long as you rinse it off, you're perfectly fine with having the leaves on the celery still on there. And then if you look at this side, you can see the celery is like a lot bigger than it is on like this side to say, as it's like smaller and more like bite-sized pieces. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this maybe like this far up on the celery, like that. And then this part here, these are gonna be like, maybe except for that, but all these are gonna be our normal bite-sized pieces. So for this, we can just start cutting away. And then these bigger pieces, we're gonna cut down the middle first, and then we're gonna cut them into bite-sized pieces just like that. I'm just gonna get a big bowl for this. Hold all this stuff in first. This is just a big mixing bowl. I'm just gonna throw everything into here. And then I'm gonna set that down like right here maybe. Try to keep it a little bit inside the camera angle. Let me just do one real quick step with the soup. What's on the stove right now. Alright, I'm back. So for this part, we're gonna start dicing up the celery. Just gonna move these onions so I can have more room on my cutting board. And now, like I said, these leaves are completely fine to keep in your soup. There's no harm in just having them in there too. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna start cutting these up to bite-sized pieces. I want to say like at a length of like that. Oh, dropped one, but that's fine. Got a whole bunch here. Alright, that's the first part of the celery, the first kind of batch. I'm just going to grab all these, just throw them into my bowl here on the side. And then I can also, in this way, I can also make more room for my cutting board to cut the rest. Oh, keep dropping these little things. They just keep rolling off. Alright, and now you got the bigger celery stalks. So for this part, what we're going to do is we're just going to cut right down the center here, just like this. We're going to do this for each one of them, so then we can make them into bite-sized pieces. There we go. This part looks a little sketchy to me, so if you ever like think something like looks a little weird to you when you're cooking, don't be afraid to throw it out. You know, trust your instincts and just throw it out. I'm just gonna throw this part out. I know it's a lot, but then yet again, we also have a lot of celery to begin with. So I'm just gonna cut this part straight down the center. Just keep cutting these straight down the middle. Did anyone eat like celery as a kid? Did anyone like eat like celery and like maybe, I don't know, peanut butter? I felt like a lot of people did that. For me, I wasn't really that deep. I wasn't really that much into like celery at all. I'm not a big celery guy. You know? I just I don't know why. I just don't like the taste of it, I think. I also really hate cucumbers. Cucumbers are so gross in my opinion. I just don't like them. I don't like the taste of them at all. Everyone else like loves them, and I know they're like kind of like a really healthy vegetable to eat. But like if I eat like pickled cucumbers, like you know, normal like pickles and stuff, I don't mind that because like the flavors changed and the textures also changed in it too. And like I think that's so much better than just eating like, you know, normal cucumbers. Like they need to be pickled in order like to be edible for me. Let's go look at chat real quick. Oh, what's up? Mrs.? What the heck is Mrs.? Liking the stream so far? Alright. Well, I just gotta check on my phone every now and then for the stream, but check the chat. But I'm gonna be cutting this up now into bite-sized pieces. That's good right there. We got some more right here. Just be careful when you're cutting at home, kids. All right, we don't want to cut our fingers off. Scheiße. Alright. Now I'm gonna cut these two little bits. Alright. I'm just gonna throw this bit into the bowl real quick. I always like to keep a clean cutting board, or just like an open cutting board in general. And it's always best to start cutting like vegetables and stuff first before you do like any meats and stuff, because you're gonna have to keep rinsing down your cutting board. In this case, if you're just doing vegetables first, you won't have to worry about just like cleaning it constantly, or even having to grab a new cutting board. But it's gonna be it on the celery here. No, I'm not cutting this perfectly right now, but it's still fun. Make sure you leave in the comments below what your favorite vegetable is. I have to say mine's probably gonna be, I want to say garlic. I mean, that's kind of herb, that's kind of seasoning. So I'd say something like bell peppers. I'm into bell peppers a lot. Like I can eat those like raw, or like I eat like the roasted red peppers that you get with like capers and shit. That stuff is so fire. I put that on a sandwich with some gabagool, some mozzarella too, on a nice semolina. That stuff is so good. It's so good. All right. Now that's our celery there. Now we're gonna start dicing up our onion. I like to cut this down the center here first, and then that way we can get like a perfect dice on this onion. So we're gonna cut it this way first, and then we're gonna turn it this way and then cut it that way. So this, I'm thinking maybe go a little thick on the cuts, because I mean onion usually tends to shrink down maybe sometimes. I mean, we are putting in the soup, so it won't really shrink, but I'm saying maybe go like a little bit bigger on them, since it's a soup after all, you know? If you're grilling onions, or if you're like frying some like onions or sauteing onions, you always want to kind of go thick and put them in slices, because they do tend to shrink a little bit. On that note, I'm gonna rinse this knife off real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, let's cut this up. Proper technique when you're cutting stuff is you hold the knife with your fingers like this right on the end of the blade, and then you have your hands around like that, and then you get your other hand to hold the food just like this, right here like that, and this way you don't cut any fingers, you know, you're just scraping knuckles at this point. I'm gonna cut like this. That was kind of a sloppy cut there on the second to last cut, but it's fine though. You know, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect out there, so nobody can get a perfect cut unless you're Gordon Ramsay and you show off. But Now we're gonna cut it this way. Now we can get that perfect dice going. I like to usually turn the onion this way so it'll be easier for me to cut. Just gonna cut down the middle here like that. That was kind of a sloppy dice there. I'll probably try to do better with the next one. But yeah, it's kind of it kind of gets a little difficult with dicing and stuff. But just practice and you'll be good. There we go, dice that up. Make sure I'm not missing any pieces I didn't dice. There we go. I'm going to cut the other half of this onion now. Make sure when you're cutting like this, make sure you're pushing the onion underneath, not like bringing the knife across. You want to keep the knife in one spot, just use it as like a chopper like that. So now just make sure I cut up all these other bits here. Cut this up. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to toss this bit into my bowl. Oh, hold on. We got breaking news here, people. The water has come to now a boil. And now we got our ham hock in there. I don't know if you guys can really see it that well. But we got our ham hock in there now. It's come to a boil. So now we're going to turn this down. And we're going to leave it down to a simmer. I don't know if you guys can really see that well. But we were at a boil. Now I turned it down so we can keep it at a simmer. And for this, now we also need to get the lid. Alright, and now we got it covered up. And now we're just going to keep it like that. And we're going to keep it steady cooking in there for 3 hours starting now. So right now it's like 12:10. So at like 3:10, we'll we'll start throwing all of our other stuff in there and then putting it down again on simmer again. But all right. Let me just toss all this in there to our bowl. All right. Let me just cut this end off. Let me just look at chat real quick. What am I cooking? It's 11 bean soup. It's in the description. So that it's the title of the video. 11 bean soup. Tarakan is fierce? I don't know who the heck Tarakan is. I don't know what the heck that is. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna go rinse this onion off again real quick. That onion is now making me cry a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm crying a lot right now. Jeez, my eyes are tearing up. Yes, I might have cut this in the wrong way, but actually no, I cut it the right way. But we're gonna just dice this up now. And now oh my gosh. This is why I kind of hate cutting onion too. Onion's easy to cut, but sometimes it just wants to be like a bitch. Oh, fuck. This onion's making me cry. I rinsed it off, but it's like really getting to me now. Oh my god. Alright. Just cut this bit off. Oh my god. I'm really crying over here now. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Oh, this is really making me cry. Oh my god. Whew. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm just gonna rinse this off real quick. Alright. Now, just slice the top off. I'm gonna pull this part out. I just like to get my hands in there and just like rip it out like that. It's easy, doesn't require a lot of force. No cutting necessary. Just try to get all the seeds out now. You want any seeds in your soup? Just gonna rinse it out again real quick. Alright, now you got a bell pepper. And when you cut off the top, you can just rip the stem out, and so you still got a lot of good bell pepper here, just throw the stem out, you got that to start slicing up too. I like to, and when I'm cutting up my bell pepper, I like to kind of cut it down this way and just kind of chop it into like small bite-sized pieces. I like to do it like kind of this way. I'm gonna leave some thick slices there. That way I'm not cutting a lot, and plus it's still equally bite-sized too. Got that, that. All right. Now I'm just gonna cut this up. Some bite-sized pieces. Bell pepper is also very easy to cut up too. It's very like soft. This we're gonna cut up too into bite-sized pieces. It's a very nice crisp green pepper. I think I might be going a little too small in these cuts. I'm just gonna go a little bit bigger now. There we go. Right. Just gonna rinse this pepper out again real quick. And then this part, I think, I'll just cut it this way. Now, got a bell pepper. Just throw my bell pepper into there, to the bowl. Alright. We got our bowl full of vegetables. I think that's it for our vegetables. The plums I'll keep inside the can. I'll dump those out into there when it comes time. And celery's in there. The large onions are in there. Blah blah blah. Green pepper. And now I'm thinking maybe should I do it now or should I do it later? I gotta cut some kibasi and some chicken. I think I might do that next stream. I'm just gonna clean my workstation here, and then I'm gonna do a part 2 to this. So please tune back in at like 3:10, and then or maybe I might do a little bit earlier. I might do that like 2:40 to give myself a half hour to cut up the kibasi and the chicken here. So yeah, I'm gonna do stream again yeah, what is it, like 2 hours and 40 minutes? So I want to thank everyone for tuning in for this stream, and please be there next stream. Have a good one.